All right, let's go. Okay, kiddos, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a like. Tell your friends. Hey, if you want to do some math, download the free PDF. It's in English and in Espanol. Give it a go. Come on back. Take a look at the video and see how you done. It's great for homeschooling. Great for teachers who need a substitute, need a handout, and someone to go over it with them. All right. So go ahead and subscribe, and let's get going. Hey, we got a linear functions quiz coming up in some of our classes, so this is what you need to know. All right, here we go. Number 1, refer to the given function, h of x equals negative 1/3 x minus 2. All right, the name of the function, well, that's right there. That function name is h. What is the input variable? Well, you can identify the input variable two different ways. It's the h function with an input of x, right? That's how we state that, h of x or h with an input of x. Also, the input variable is the variable that's in the function rule. So it's x. Well, what is the function rule? All of this is the function rule. The function rule changes the input to the output by performing those mathematical operations to it. So it's negative 1/3 x minus 2. All right, now we're going to graph this h of x function. We're going to identify the slope. All right, so the slope is always the m, the number in front of x. The standard form, slope intercept form, is m times x plus b. So m is that slope. So that slope is negative 1/3. All right, now we're going to find the b. The b is that constant term out there. Now, if it's a subtraction, that subtraction turns that to a negative. And we like our y-intercepts to be ordered pairs. So 0, comma b. So since b is negative 2, 0, comma, negative 2. All right, notice these directions right here. Graph the function, and using the slope and the y-intercept, you must include this for all credit. I'm going to do that up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to draw my x-axis. I'm going to go here. I'm going to put my x-axis right here. Notice I'm using a straight edge. You should too. You should too. I'm going to go all the way through the grid. I put arrows on it. Remember, that's just a number line. We call that number line x. It's a horizontal number line. The vertical number line we call y. So let's go ahead and draw our vertical number line. Again, I'm going to kind of go to the middle here. And I'm trying to be accurate as I can. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's that, and there's that, and we call that y. Where the two number lines intersect is where both are 0. So that ordered pair right there is 0, comma 0. We call that the origin, or where the coordinate plane originates. Now, if I go to the right of the origin, x is 1, x is 2, x is 3, x is 4, just like a number line. The left of the origin, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. On the y, above the origin, we get positive 1, 2, 3, 4. Below the origin, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So that's how the number lines work in the coordinate plane. All right, we're going to go ahead and plot the point 0, comma b. 0, comma b is 0, negative 2. That's right there. So I'm going to call that 0, negative 2. Now from there, I'm going to go ahead and apply the slope. So the slope is rise over run. So I'm going to apply that slope down 1, because notice my slope is negative 1/3. So down 1/3. Down 1/3. If you applied the negative to the run instead of the rise, so that would mean instead of negative 1/3, it would be 1/-3. They mean the same thing, right? But now you're going to go up 1 and then over 3 in the negative. Notice how you still get a point on the line, right? So it still works. So you apply the negative to the rise or the run, not to both, one or the other. Okay, draw that line, graph it all the way through like that, and then put, earthquake. Then we put arrows on the ends, because it goes on forever. That's done, my people. Let's get that one right? We can nail that one. We can nail that one. Okay, here we go. Problem number 2. Refer to the following graph. There's my graph. Find the slope. Okay, so the slope is rise over run, right? The slope is rise over run. So I'm going from 1 to 3. So that means I'm going up 2. And because I'm going up, it's a positive 2. And then I'm going from 0 to 5. Woo! So that means my run is 5. If you do this, up 2 over 5, it's the same. All right? That's always consistent. Boom. Up 2 over 5, up 2 over 5. So my slope, M, is the letter we denote for slope. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Up 2 over 5. Okay. Identify the y-intercept. The y-intercept is where you cross the y-axis. That's right there. So the y-intercept is the ordered pair. X is 0 at the y-intercept, and y looks like it's 1. So that is my y-intercept. Now we're going to put it together. Okay, notice we're calling this g of x, right? It's kind of hard to see, but there it is, g of x. So that means my output variable must be g of x, not y. Must be g of x. So make sure you match that and that. Equals 2 over 5 times x plus 1. You're done. That was money. All right, we're flipping it. We're flipping it. We're not flipping it. We're actually getting the back page. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, look at this. We got a table of values. Now notice my output variable is f of x, and my input variable is x. F of x is the same as y, so it's change in y over change in x, right? That's what your slope is. Change in y over change in x. How is this changing? From there to there, there to there, there to there, and there to there. Notice you're subtracting 2 every time. That is your change in y. How is the x changing? Go there to there, there to there, there to there, there to there. You're adding 4. So that is that. Make sure you reduce that fraction, so always make sure that it's reduced. Negative 2 divided by 4. Math, enter, enter. That gives me negative 1/2. Okay? So m equals negative 1/2. Okay, let's keep going. The y-intercept. Well, what do I know about the y-intercept? I know that the x value must be 0. So that has to be my y-intercept. Out of all these ordered pairs, that's the only one that has an x value of 0. Boom. Now let's write that function. Because it's that, I'm going to write f of x equals mx plus b. So I got to substitute in for that. And I got to substitute in for that. So, f of x equals negative 1/2. Calculator's in the way. I'm going to move it. X plus 4. You are done. Now, if you wanted to check it, you could. You could pretty easily, actually, take any of the x values. I'm going to take 12. And I'm going to substitute it in for that x. So I'm going to do negative 1 divided by 2 times 12 plus 4. Now, if I did this right, that should equal the output negative 2. Woo! Let's go. All right. Okay, this was the tough one. This one's the tough one. Okay. Now, first, label your ordered pairs. Remember, all ordered pairs are x, comma, y. If you need to, write that in your notes. So, but I got to differentiate between my x's, because remember, the formula is y2, I almost wrote x, minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we got to use that formula, the slope formula given 2 points. So this is my x1, this is my y1, this is my x2, this is my y2. I'm going to take my y2, that's 7, minus my y1, that's 4. And then I'm going to divide that by my x2. That's negative 12. Minus, because the minus comes from right there. Now this is the tricky part. See how that's a negative 3? So I'm subtracting a negative 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. I'm going to use my calculator on this thing, and I can type it in just like that. I get negative 9. Oh, you can't see it. Negative 9. Now I got to make sure that my fraction is in reduced form. So I'm going to do 3 divided by negative 9. Math, enter, enter. It's negative 1/3. Boom. That negative can go with the top or the bottom or in the middle, but I prefer to put it with the top. So I put it with the numerator. Okay, now we got to find the y-intercept. This is the same every time. You go to y equals mx plus b. And you identify these 3 things. You identify the slope you just found. That was money. Then you identify an x and a y. And the x and the y come from here. And it's either that x and y or it's that x and y. So pick one of them. I'll pick the first one. So x is going to equal negative 3. Y is going to equal 4. Now I'm going to go here. I'm going to take my y out and put 4. Equals. Now I'm going to take my m out and put m times x. So open parenthesis, negative 3 plus the b. Okay, now you simplify this the same every time. So first, multiply those together. 4 equals negative times a negative is a positive, and 1/3 times 3 I think is 1. Let's try it. Let's try it. So I got negative 1 divided by 3 times negative 3. That's 1. So all of that mess becomes a 1. Okay. What's the opposite of plus 1? That's minus 1. Because remember, you want to get that by itself. So you got to move that over. 3 equals b. This must be in the form of an ordered pair for full credit. So 0, 3. Woo! Now we're going to write our function. Notice we have x's and y's. So I'm going to write y equals negative 1/3 x plus 3. That's done, my people. Now we're going to graph it. Oh man, they were easy on you. They gave you the coordinate plane. Okay, what do I do first? I plot 0, b. Well, 0, b is right here. 0, 3. It's the y-intercept. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. Right there. So that is my y-intercept, 0, 3. All right, now I'm going to use my slope, down 1 over 3. So down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3. I just graphed that thing, and we're done. It's going to be the easiest quiz you ever took because you've been working so hard. And that's how you know you're going to be successful, is by how hard you worked. All right? Put arrows on the end for full credit. Let's go for that A, my people. Let's go for that A. So if you need to, download it again. Try it again without watching the video. See what you can do. Make sure your notes are in order. Believe in yourself and the work you've put in. Put your distractions away and have the best day ever. Woo! All right, let's go. Clock it and lock it, people.